Let's do this.
Yo, what's up guys? Hope Discovery's here coming at you with another video. Today's kind of going to be a follow-up video on my last video about Disneyland. So I said that there's a little bit that I didn't tell you, and I'm going to tell that today. So in my lifetime, there's been 3 instances where I almost drowned. And I'm going to tell you about 2 of them because one of them has been previously uploaded, and it's under the ever so classic title of I Almost Died. So if you want to go find that, it is somewhere on my channel from ages ago. I think it's a good video, you know, you can catch yourself up on that. Back then, like, in my mind, that's the closest I've ever come to drowning. But looking back at this, I don't remember this. It's a story told from family members, but it was definitely the closest I've ever come to dying from drowning. And that was in Disney World. So I can't remember when. It was after the getting lost instance, and I guess during that trip my grandpa had taught me how to swim, and honestly I picked it up really quick and I was swimming really quickly. You know, it took me probably like an hour to start swimming by myself, which I know it's weird, but it's just how it fucking worked. And I guess my grandpa like took his sights off me because I was doing so well or something. Like, I don't know the full story. All I know is that they weren't watching me well enough at one point. And they must have like turned away for a little bit talking and they weren't paying attention. But apparently they looked back and I was just laying motionless face down in the water. And they had to get me out. And apparently I like was completely like not breathing. And apparently they had to do CPR on me. I don't know. I don't remember this. I really have no idea. So, according to my parents, that is exactly what went down. And I was motionless in the water, and they had to come get me out and, in a panic attack, give me CPR and crap. But I survived it, so I mean, that fucking sucks. But I guess that was the first time, and then, let's see, I was probably 4 or 5 then. Probably 5 years later, I was probably 10 when the next time happened. But it was my first cruise. We were going on a cruise. I think it was a Disney themed cruise that we were on. I remember because we'd always go to the dining hall and they'd have all the Mickey Mouses and all their costumes come out, and I used to think they were real, and I was very fucking happy. And on that trip, see, me as a little kid, you can reference from my locked in a closet story, I was kind of an asshole to my sister, and my sister was kind of an asshole to me. It was just kind of how it worked. But on this one instance, I guess, she was in this, club where, kids could meet up, and they would just, you know, they're the same age group, and there was activities and stuff they could do that the cruise set up. And I guess a whole group of them had decided to go into the hot tub. And I decided, being the smart-ass kid I am, I'm like, I'm gonna follow them and piss them off beyond belief. Because that's jackass kid I was. So, you know, mission fucking accomplished, to say the least. I pissed him off beyond belief. I think I pissed my sister off to the point where she went and got my grandpa. And, he told me not to go with her and to stay over there. But, of course, me being the jackass I am, I continued my sister back into the hot tub. And I guess one of her male friends decided that I was pissing my sister off too much. So this fucker decides the most logical thing to do to this little kid. He gets up, he picks me up in the hot tub, and just starts spinning me. Like fucking doing twirls and shit, fucking somersaults in the water. And I had no control. And he just kept spinning me. He probably spun me at least 8 times, 8 to 10 times, and I was only getting air when I would go up, and I was getting a lot of water that I was sucking up. And I remember each time I'd go down, I would try to hit the bottom and try to push off as much as I could, but I just fucking couldn't. And it was this helpless cycle of just sitting there spinning and getting air at the only time possible. and I think my sister pushed him away, but in those seconds, it was honestly probably 20 seconds. I thought my life fucking flashed before my eyes. You know, the little life I lived, which in all honesty, I don't have a life still, so don't think that'd be such a big issue. But in those few seconds, I honestly thought I was over with. I know, like, that one's a little bit less drastic than them having to perform fucking CPR on my ass. But, yeah, I mean, I think the third story for me is definitely scariest. And I guess I can give you a minor rundown of it. It was basically like, they had one of those lazy rivers, except I think it was called, like, a rushing rapid. And it was, like, the exact opposite of a lazy river now that I think about it. But I was going in one of those, and they would go really quick, and they told you not to, like, put your feet down. And I was racing my sister, and I got swept up by one, because I, like, put my feet down and was running. And I ran into one, and, like, my tube, like, was completely gone, and I was just getting pounded by fucking gravel. And, like, I was completely underwater, and I don't know. That's, like, a very, very short rundown. If you actually want to know the story behind it, you have to look back on my channel. I'll probably link it in the description. I'll link that one, and I'll also link, what other story did I talk about? I don't know. The other story I was talking about will also be linked, so if you want to go watch those, feel free to. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. It'd mean a lot to me if you like and subscribe if you're new. I'm sorry this gameplay is just me being a jackass and camping. You can fucking deal with it. I know I'm running Target Finder on a fucking MK4. Just don't fucking worry about it. I'm doing me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next episode of whatever the hell I decide to make. Bye.
Keep up the pressure.